Hello, you're watching Oathbound Secrets, and today I am going to talk a little bit about a book that I've purchased. It's a new release, very exciting, and it's written by local author Vikki Bramshaw. I say that she's local, she's in the New Forest, which is pretty close by to Dorset. I'm wearing my microphone on here, so hopefully it works okay and you can hear me well. So, it came in the post today. I was going to pick it up in person because she was doing a book signing in Boscombe in Bournemouth. Boscombe is a great area of Bournemouth. If you've never been, I pretty much grew up around there. And it's an interesting place. But it has like this lovely old arcade shopping area, which hosts a monthly witch market, which is really good fun, really nice. So, la 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 la. Yes, she had a book signing in the Royal Arcade in Boscombe. I missed it, unfortunately. That really annoys me a lot because there are a lot of cool people there that I wanted to hang around. And I don't know, I do cringe a bit. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be that person who's like starstruck by all these like people that are on YouTube and TikTok and social media that I've been following for years and years and years. And you get like that weird sense of like, oh, I know you because I watch you online all the time, but they don't know me. They don't know me. They're like, who are you, strange person, random lady? So anyway, another well-known person off of YouTube, Matt Oren, has given a review of this, so that's pretty cool. There's lots of guest authors. That's very cool. Without sort of sitting here for too long going over all the fine details, it's signed by the author. Thank you very much. That's lovely. That's really nice. The Five Keys, it's called. The Five Keys. Do you know what? Each of them has got a little rune on them. I don't know if you can see that. That's quite interesting. I really like this. I really like the symbolic sort of meaning behind keys. And it's something that I've written about a lot in the past as well. The idea of like keys signifying sort of gateways between different realms of understanding. You can I don't know, use your creativity and explore this kind of concept. I think it's nice. It's very nice. I like keys. I've got some nice old keys. I do collect like nice old keys. So but that's beside the point. It's just like a symbolic thing, isn't it? The Five Keys is a richly detailed exploration of magical practice, blending academic research with a hands-on twist. This book explores some of the key aspects considered throughout history as essential for magical success and encourages readers to actively engage with these in contemporary contexts. I mean, when I saw this, I thought, that sounds really interesting. I like this. The fact that it's called A Study in Effective Magic. That's really interesting. So let's have a look at the contents page first of all. We've got Across the Hedge. Tapping the Bone. Ooh. Unlocking the Ancestral Gateway. As without, so within. Ooh, the seasons and magic. Nice. We've got a little contribution from Nigel Pearson, if you know him. Pretty cool author. And the Ritual of Solar Binding. Ooh, what does that mean? And there's all like little runes attached to each of these, which is quite fun. The Circle Round, the Sacred Space. The Working Space, that's a contribution from Laura Dallaghan. You know Laura Dallaghan? She's great as well. I've been watching her for a long time. The Wild Gate. The Arcane Architecture, Structure. and traditions. Ritual traditions. That's a contribution from Mara Starling. I love Mara. Oh my gosh. I think I first came across her on TikTok, and like her little videos where she jumps out and she's like, I mean, what a fucking genius idea to start your video just jumping out of a hedge or whatever. Just brilliant, genius, absolute genius. And the old foundations, echoes of the unseen, the spirit world, understanding and working with deity. It's a contribution by Janet Farrer and Gavin Bone. Wow, some big names. We've got In the Company of Gods. That's a contribution from Sarita de Este. I'm never sure how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Apologies. I'm sorry. Sarita, she's a great author as well. She's really, really cool. And she used to make YouTube videos. I remember like quite a long time ago, she had a series of YouTube videos, and I don't think she's doing that anymore. I mean, I could be mistaken. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really enjoyed her videos about Hecate. They were really, really cool. And Elder Futhark. Basically, I feel like the Elder Futhark is something that is running throughout this book, which are the runes of like pre-Viking Age Scandinavia. Basically, that's what the Elder Futhark are. And I always find it funny when people who are like massive fans of Vikings are into Elder Futhark, because I'm like, that's not Viking. The Vikings were not using Elder Futhark. Anyway, sorry. Some really interesting stuff. So obviously I've literally just opened this, so I have no idea what is in here. So I'm going to delve into it, read all about. But yeah, so far, glancing through it, there's a lot of references to the sources. Love to see that. Carlo Ginzburg is referenced here. His book, Ecstasies, Deciphering the Witch's Sabbath. Oh my gosh, what a good book. Seriously good book. Yes, I like to see that. A lot of nice sort of like scholarly kind of style referencing being done in this book. Really nice. And oh my gosh, there's so much. And you know what? I keep buying books, and then I find that these days my phone is just so hypnotic, and it's so addictive. And I'm like, why am I scrolling at my phone when I could be reading a book? I could be reading a book. And I really feel like, I need a whole lifestyle change where I just turn my bloody phone off and just pick up a book and read it. I'm trying so hard. And that's why I keep buying books, because I'm trying to encourage myself. I'm like, come on now. You can just read a book. You don't need to be staring at your stupid phone. I think I need to read this one little paragraph that really will help you understand what this book is all about. This book was born from an in-person course, which I first ran in a coffee shop format around 2018, and was my first step back onto the teaching ladder after the birth of my son, Charlie. The break had given me time to reflect on my research and crystallize in my mind the essentials of working effective magic. I had also emerged from the chaos that was new motherhood, with several realizations on life, magic, and the relationship between the two. The first was the importance of authenticity, being authentic to ourselves and to others, but also to the path we choose to follow, which is rooted in history and the blood of our ancestors. Authentic magic is not necessarily creating a carbon copy of practices from the past. After all, these traditions all must start somewhere. But respecting the path you choose to follow by becoming as knowledgeable as you can, making informed choices, and not inadvertently or intentionally fostering misinformation or falsehood. I mean, what a great way to start a book. What a really great way to start a book. And she talks about the runes being keys. That's why this is called the 5 keys, because she's talking about 5 runes, and every rune is a key in the sense that it has a teaching to it, a mystery to be unfolded, and that's what she's unfolding in each chapter. Each of the 5 chapters explores what that rune signifies and what the lesson it is that it has to teach. It has to teach a lesson. So yeah, really, really interesting. Here's a fun little diagram. I thought that was pretty interesting one. These are the points of influence that sort of create modern witchcraft. Okay, so prehistory, science, classical mystery traditions, folk magic and regional traditions, grimoire traditions, secret societies, poetry and creative minds, religious and magical theologies, search for providence. All of these elements combine into what modern witchcraft is today. So basically, this reads like a series of very in-depth essays. And it says here, this is a vital guide for practitioners ready to move beyond surface level spellwork into magic that lives, breathes, and transforms. Like, we're getting very deep and into exciting territory here. Rooted in lived experience and sharpened by historic insight. Oh, I love this. I love it. This book blends personal wisdom with the voices of some of Europe's most respected magical practitioners. Yes, indeed, a lot of big names in here. Each chapter invites you to think deeply, act deliberately, and connect authentically with the work, the spirits, and the land. Oh my gosh. And this is really this is the stuff that I want to talk about more. This is the stuff that I want to discuss. This is the stuff that I want to make videos about, is actually, your everyday life and how you connect with the environment around you, how you live your life on a day-to-day basis. And the practicality of what we're talking about. It's not all just reading and contemplating and thinking about things. It's doing stuff. It's like your lifestyle. It's like everything that you do. It's very important, and seizing the moment, seizing the day, seizing the opportunity to go out there and experience things, like actually experience. Not just sit there on your phone. Oh, TikTok. Like that's not experiencing anything. That's just kind of passively consuming content. And there's more out there. There's depth. There's like something satisfying and fulfilling. And when I'm consuming content on YouTube, particularly YouTube, I always have on in the background while I'm working. When I'm at work, my day job, everyone's got to have a day job, haven't they? That's when I'm listening to your YouTube videos and I'm looking for something interesting just to just while the work that I do is very kind of like hands-on physical manual kind of working, and it's dull. There's nothing going on up there when you're doing this job. So I need something like intellectually stimulating that can sort of keep me entertained while I'm doing quite a boring job. So that's why I'm very grateful to people who create very entertaining YouTube videos talking about interesting things, because I can just be doing this very boring job and at the same time I'm like, interesting stuff. I like that point you just made. So multitasking, that's what it's all about. And then when I finished work and I'm released back out into the wild, I can think about how I want to spend my spare time and what I want to be doing. And I feel like we have so very little time. And the older I get, the more the time seems to speed up and disappear. And I feel like I'm forever, trying to catch up. I feel like actually, I feel like all my life has just been trying to keep up with everything that's going on and just like, how do people do this? But the magic is found in slowing down and actually becoming aware of the present moment and actually engaging. You know, you're not just like passing through. You're here now. You know, that's the magic. I feel like these sort of magical moments. You know, magic is a hard thing to define when we use this word. What the hell are we even talking about? But there are kind of like magical moments where you feel a kind of connection with everything in the world, with nature, with the universe, and you feel like this kind of this web of life where everything is connected, and kind of in this relationship of cause and effect. That's what magic is about. It's recognizing that relationship and recognizing, all these little actions have consequences, have kind of like a butterfly effect. And the little things that you do in life can actually create big changes. And people always say like, oh, if you're a magician, if you're a witch, if you can do spells, then why don't you just click your fingers and have everything you want exactly how you like it? And it's like, all right, yeah. If life was that easy, oh my goodness, if life were that easy. Um, but the actual power that people have, um, it's not like it's not like just click your fingers and have whatever you want. Unfortunately, that's not the way the world works, um, because everything is connected. So one person's choice affects another person's choice, and we can't all be in charge, can we? We need to work together. That's really like the fundamentals of human existence, is people working together and people having sort of common um, desires for the basic kind of things that everybody wants. We all want some few very basic things. It's kind of like a universal need, that we all want: to keep a roof over our heads, food available, comfort, just ease to existing and not constantly struggling to survive. Um, it's quite simple, really, isn't it? We all have the same kind of needs, and we all want the same kind of freedom to exist without oppression and without uh, violence and coercion and all these fucked up things that happen in the world. We all pretty much want the same things when it comes down to it. When it boils down to the essentials of humanity, and I think magic is a a way of a way of focusing on what it is that you actually want. Like, what are you doing? What are you achieving with your life? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Like, a lot of people kind of just wander around like zombies, like totally zombified by social media, by um, advertising, by all these kind of like controlling forces. And like these controlling forces, like that's like a magical kind of effect. Like it's going into your brain and it's kind of rewiring, like this is what you need to focus on and this is what you need to do. Like that's magic, is like a mental um, programming kind of thing. I'm literally saying all this stuff off the top of my head, so I'm sorry if it's not that well structured. But the way that I think about it is that when you focus your mind on what your goals are and what you want to achieve, that helps you get there. Okay. And that's what magic is about. It's about having a goal of something that you want to achieve. And when you have that focus, when you figure out what it is that you want, like you have to actually figure out what you want before any spell work happens. You have that kind of process of thinking about it and like, what do I actually want? What am I actually trying to achieve? Like that's a really important part of it. You're not going to do any spells if you haven't decided what it is that you want, what you want to do, and what you want to make happen. So, first step. And then once you've made that choice, then you're on a path. Then you've opened a gateway towards that goal. And there are so many different things that we can achieve in life, so many little focus points. So this book gives you like instructions of a few different rituals, and it says like, say this, say that, do this, do that. And I think it's a good way to kind of give you some ideas, some inspiration. I like to kind of, when I'm in that kind of setting, I like to be a little bit more free to kind of be creative in the moment. But what's useful is if you've read some rituals like this, you have an idea in your head of the kind of wording that you want to use, the kind of rhythm, and then you can kind of express that. You can rewrite it in your own words, and you can express it from how you would say it. I think that is an important part of ritual, is that you are being like genuine in the way that you express yourself. I want to read just one little paragraph. Okay. This is part of a ritual framework called Ritual of the Wild Gate. Now sense that powerful force that exists above you, the starry heavens, celestial bodies, and the endless stretch of the universe. Draw that energy down, 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 through the top of your head, into your forehead, the place of wisdom, your throat, the place of communication. Sense the forces that exist all around you from every corner of the universe, before you, behind you, to the left and right. Now draw that force in, as the energies of above and below mingle. Continue to draw these forces from the places of power into the central part of your being. So in the circle, you're centering yourself and the people that you're with in that circle, and you're saying, here we are in this point of connection with all that exists. And here we have the opportunity to call upon those powers, those influences that we request. And so you could say, we call upon the power of the moon, of this, of that, whatever it is that you feel would be beneficial to your cause, whatever it is that you want to achieve. You have this opportunity to call upon whatever powers, whatever influences, kind of like requesting their assistance. And sometimes it's more of like a demand, a demand that you help me with this. There are different ways of going about things, but a lot of it is very kind of like reciprocal. Like, I'm giving you this act of service in exchange for what you can do for me, like a kind of like a bargaining, a deal is made, a pact. That's often how magic is worked, as a kind of give and take with these cosmic forces. And I think that's a good thing to like have in your mind. Like it's not just about receiving. It's also about what you can give, what you can do for the world, for the environment, for people, for whatever it is that you are giving to the world, whatever you are contributing. I would say that's the give and take. That everything that we do in the world is a give and take, and the spell work, the magic, is very much about that balance of cause and consequences, give and take, and understanding that we are all connected. Everything is connected. I don't know if I'm just like rambling now, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about, like the general kind of philosophy, worldview, perspective. So, yeah, in conclusion, it's obviously not a book for beginners. Sorry, this is not going to introduce the basics to you. It's going to go more in depth, and of course, that's very valuable. We've got enough beginner books. Surely we've got enough beginner books now. We need more books for the advanced practitioner. Thank you for listening to my video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down there. Share this video with your friends. Help me out. I'm not doing this for money and fame and whatever. I'm just doing it for fun. So honestly, let's just have fun, okay? And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.